children are ridiculously expensive. I mean, think about it. In the first 2, 3 years, you're gonna easily spend around 50 grand, just in clothing and diapers, and then as they get older, you're spending even more because there's a lot that goes into making another person and making sure that that person has the foundation necessary to be a productive member of society. Well, we have this article here from CBS Philly. Pennsylvania school district warns parents they could lose kids over unpaid school lunches, which feels insanely counterproductive to me. But yeah, let's get into this article. And there's no one name that wrote this, is there? Nah, it's just stuff from this is apparently being brought to us via the Associated Press as well. A Pennsylvania school district is warning that children could end up in foster care if their parents do not pay overdue school lunch bills. The letter sent recently to about 1,000 parents in Wyoming Valley West School District has led to complaints from parents and a stern rebuke from Luzerne County Child Welfare Authorities. I'm confused as to why, because this is like our welfare state here in the United States has really complicated a lot of things. I'm from a family of two parents. We didn't even qualify for reduced lunches and ended up having to pay full price more often than not because, my dad made money. He made enough money to take care of the family. So we didn't get that type of luxury, and I ended up either bagging it or purchasing, I think it was maybe 75 cents at the time, and we're talking about late 80s, early 90s. So it's probably through the roof now. I wouldn't even be surprised. The district says it is trying to collect more than $20,000 and that other methods to get parents to pay have not been successful. 4 parents owe at least $450 apiece. I don't how. Man, you can't even run up my phone bill like that. And why are you not making sure that your kids have the type of money or bag them a lunch? I don't know what to tell you, but that's nuts. The letter claims the unpaid bills could lead to dependency hearings and removal of their children for not providing them with food, which I think is a pretty good reason to remove children from a home. But the question comes, we kind of did this to ourselves. We really did. In the United States, Philly, Pennsylvania, your East Coast. I mean, it's not just the East Coast. Throughout the entire United States, we put in all these different mechanisms to supposedly take care of kids, when in our reality, most of them should just be brown bagging it to school, to be 100% honest with you. But nah, because it's probably cheaper. These days, like I said, when I was in school, it's 75 cents to eat. So I can only imagine the price that it is now. You're probably talking $2-3. And for $2-3, man, you can get yourself a little mini pizza. You can get 3 mini pizzas, and that kid eats a mini pizza every day, for 3 days out of the week. I mean, there's ways around these things, but that's not what we've cultivated in American society now, is it? Of course not. You can be sent to dependency court for neglecting your child's right to food. The result may be your child being taken from your home and placed in foster care, the letter read. After complaints, school district officials announced they plan to send out a less threatening letter next week. Luzerne County's manager and child welfare agency director have written the superintendent insisting the district stop making what they call false claims. Their letters calls the district's actions troubling and a misrepresentation of how the Children and Youth Services Department and its foster care program operate. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I believe that this is really just a matter of the wording. A few of the parents got really upset. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of the parents, I'm really interested to see what those numbers would be as far as which one are single parent homes, which one is single parent mother, single parent father, which one is both parents, but they're just on hard times. There's so many different ways that this can break that it's impossible to get emotional about, because I don't know what the situation is for each and every individual child. Wyoming Valley West lawyer Charles Cosette said he did not consider the letters to be threatening. He's a lawyer, of course not. Hopefully that gets their attention, and it certainly did, didn't it? I mean, if you think about it, you're here this morning because some parents cried foul because he or she doesn't want to pay a debt attributed to feeding their kids. How shameful. Cosette said to WYOU TV. And you know what? I agree with Cosette. I mean, that's like I said at the beginning of this video, I recognize how expensive having children are. You got to make sure they eat every single day, multiple times, optimally. So really, it is a matter of being responsible enough to make sure that you're in a position to feed them. And me, even though I am in that position, I mean, I could feed a kid. That don't make them any less expensive. Plus, I got to deal with the woman. And the crazy part about dealing with women is, like, you really don't know what the hell you getting, because it changes so fast. Ask Kevin Garnett. That man has to pay this woman $100,000 a month. That's real. It's so scary out here now. So I've never been the type of person to tell a man what to do with his meat. As far as me and what I do, double bag in the super duper pullout game has been real. I don't care if I'm bagged, I'm pulling out. Always been that way. The district's federal program director, Joseph Muth, told WNEP TV the district had considered serving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to students with delinquent accounts, but received legal advice warning against it, which I feel is a pretty decent compromise. But because, peanut allergies and everything else like that, they can come back and be sued. It's one of the problems with the overabundance of litigation that takes place in the country, is that you don't get okay peanut butter and jelly. They're gonna have a peanut allergy. Somebody gonna choke up and die on you. And now they serve these kids disgusting sunflower seed and jelly sandwiches. And I took a bite out of one of those things and yacked. I remember back in the day, we had these, like, it came in a purple and silver packaging, graham crackers and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Oh, those was dope. And Pizza Day? Son, Pizza Day, you drop that $2 on Pizza Day, you getting Domino's, all right? They hooked us up. Like, public school used to be dope, but these charter schools came through, took all the funding, and that blows my mind. I mean, seeing how we talking about schools here, the charter school thing blows my mind because we had private schools. There was private schools, public schools, and religious schools. And the private schools ran on private funds. What the charter schools are is a way to meld the public and private schools together, and that just has left generations of kids with subpar educations. And let's be real, I can't help but feel like, to an extent, this might be a bit of the backwash to that, because if you ain't smart enough to be able to keep up with your kid and $450 worth of lunch debt, then my goodness. School district officials say they plan to pursue other legal avenues to get the lunch money, such as filing a district court complaint or placing liens on properties. If they ain't got the money to pay for their schools, for their kids' lunch debt, do you really think they own property? For the coming year, the district will qualify for funding to provide free lunches to all students. The district underwrote free lunches for 4 elementary and middle schools during the 2018-2019 year. And WNEP TV said school officials suspect some parents did not pay their lunch bills as a form of protest. Yeah, whatever. Go ahead, make all the excuses for them that you want. All right, there, champ. Deal is that you had the kid. Now pay for the things that are attributed to having a child. But I don't need no man. What you talking about? That's my baby. Like, I can, like, and you know what? I can't even tell you, like, the demographics or the makeups of this area. But guess what? That notion right there is not an exclusively black one. It's an exclusively American one. It really is. That's not a that whole you don't need no man, girl. Guess what? Thank you, government. Who is my real baby daddy? You know, like that whole swag. Nah, that's not just the black chicks. That's all of them that these days. You know, shoot, even when she's been divorced, like I just said about the Kevin Garnett thing, his ex-wife is catching alimony. She's catching 100 grand of alimony and child support. Fam. Stuff like this, it's just like, oh my goodness, I don't think there's enough money in the world to take care of a kid. And if I was moving Bill Gates dollars, I would still have the level of apprehension that I have right now. I'm not lying. But with that being said, all the internet stuff, if you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike it, go ahead, do that too. I ain't scared of you. Sub if you enjoy the fantastic voice and you want to catch videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube's definitely not going to do it. And speak, let me know, what do you think in the comments? Like kids are expensive. Like, that's all I can really say to it, man. Kids is expensive. They are walking, talking liabilities, damn it. And so, and it's not that, oh yeah, I don't know the love of children and childbearing and everything else like that. But hey, I mean, if you're a parent, let me know, man. Is it worth it? You tell me in the comments. Let me know. Are your kids worth it? Or do you wish, oh man, maybe I should have nutted in the butt, you know? Or maybe, hey, I should have maybe should have let him, shoot a shot in my mouth or something like that. Just anywhere other than ground zero. I'd like your feedback in the comments. And until the next one.